So here is what $55 in Canada will get you from a cheap grocery store that I look through the flyers of all the time because I just can't buy things not on sale or else I'll never save any money. I'll never have a home. So I'm really trying to just really budget it in this video and show you the process of why I select these items particularly. If you want to continue following through with me in this video, continue watching. I would be happy to have you stay. Alright, so we'll start with healthy stuff first. I got these raspberries because they were very cheap, and I also got them because raspberries are pretty healthy. They're like antioxidant type of fruit. And then I got avocados. These were really cheap. Avocado. Thanks! These were really cheap, so I got these. Pepper. I got some lemons as well. I love a good lemon water, so that's why I got these. I got mixed potatoes for my stew I'm making in the crock pot tonight. You'll see that later. I also got these green peas for that exact same reason as well. I got these pepperonis. Honestly, I make this really cheap food that's just like you put sauce and then you put cheese and then pepperoni is on the flatbread. You don't even really need the pepperoni, honestly, but I like pepperonis, so I bought the pepperonis that were $2. Sometimes you have to still get things you enjoy while trying to be healthy, right? You need to have a balance, and that's what I'm trying to achieve at the moment. So I got these bassa fillets, and I know you're gonna be like, girl, these are not healthy for you, and I understand, but I also need to get my protein in for me doing weightlifting and exercise, and this is what I can afford. So maybe once I'm able to afford salmon, you'll see that in another haul. That would be sick, but I can only dream. Well, actually no. Salmon, I get salmon if it's on sale, but it's not on sale very often, but I love salmon, bro. These are not necessary, but I love fries. Frozen foods definitely target the low-income bracket, but I love them. I always will. I got these sweet potato fries as well, and I got 2 Baby Bells because they were on for a really good price. I got cheese slices because you can make a lot with cheese slices. Grilled cheese, hamburgers, so many things. I got me some, can't believe it's not butter because butter is a rich people food. So I honestly, margarine's not healthy. If I could use butter, I would, but I can't, so I would be right now in the economy. I'm just, bro. I hope y'all are doing okay, because I also got these chow mein noodles. I'm excited for these. Rooster's a really good brand. I got the beef stock for the stew tonight, the less than sodium version, the no-name brand. I got strawberry lemonade to mix some epic drinkies. I got half off Skinny Pop. I want to do a taste test of this, honestly. I think I will. And then kettle barbecue chips that were half off. We got the President's Choice Cola, the no-name cola. Not as good, but you know what? It was $4 for 12 of them. And we have tissues. We have the Royal Original 6-box 2-ply tissue, facial tissues. So that was everything you can get in Canada for 55 schmackaroonies. And this is what $55 in Canada gets you. Do you think this is too expensive? I am very curious. I want to hear about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think these purchases were necessary. Let me know, what did you think of the haul? Did you think that this was expensive? Did I get a lot? Did I not get a lot in compared to where you live? Let me know below. I'm interested to see how it is in other places around the world. Hopefully people will comment. That would be sick, honestly. But I'm gonna put these away, and I'll show you the stew that I'm cooking. Shopping for groceries in 2025 feels like solving a puzzle. Prices are higher than ever, but there's still some things we can do in order to save some money. And we can also stretch that $50 further than you think. Let's dive into my favorite budget-friendly shopping tips. Tip number 1, always go with a list. It keeps you focused and it helps you to avoid impulse buys. Please take this from me personally. However many times I'm hungry and then I just buy a bag of chips instead of buying an actual full-on meal or ingredients for a meal. It ensures you to get what you truly need. Bonus tip as well. You can also organize it by certain categories or sections in order to save you time. Tip number 2 is check flyers and apps for sales, such as the Flip app or just the store's flyer. I usually go with the Flip app so that I can compare deals within my area in order to help me save on groceries because I am low income and I need to survive. I don't have all this money to be able to buy everything I need. So apps like Flip really help you to plan ahead when you're shopping, hit up the best stores with the best discounts and for what you're looking for. Tip number 3 is to embrace store brands. For example, like this no-name bread or Great Value bread, because it's basically the same, just a lot cheaper. They're often just as good as name brands, but way more affordable, and trust me, your wallet will thank you, and honestly, they're not even that bad. There's certain things that are bad, but there's certain things that are also not terrible either in terms of store brands and buying. For example, breads are usually pretty good. Soups are pretty good. Tip number 4, buy in bulk for non-perishable items, especially if they are on sale. Well, $50 doesn't get you very much in terms of groceries. It can help you if you buy a bunch of non-perishables on sale and use those in order to meal prep or make meals for sharing with friends or family instead of going out. You'll save yourself a lot of money. And finally, the last tip is to shop for seasonal produce. Please, fruits and vegetables that are in season tend to be cheaper and fresher, honestly. Think of squash in the fall time or berries in the summertime, for example. So, especially here in Canada, we don't have access to as much fresh fruits all year round. There are still some in supply. They're not as fresh if they aren't in season. So definitely buy fruits and veggies when they're in season. Let's take a look at inflation and grocery costs. As we all know, they've been rising, which is really cringe. Let's talk about why $50 doesn't go very far in this economy, shall we? Inflation has been hitting grocery stores hard, and they've also been very greedy. Basic items such as bread, milk, and eggs have seen price increases of up to 15% in some areas of Canada, of course. Meanwhile, fresh produce and meats are considered luxuries for a lot of households, which I totally agree because they're very expensive. Why are healthy foods expensive when literally they're much better for us? Why are you trying to make the junk food less money? You know what I mean? What's going on there? But you know what? This small haul that you saw me do at the start, it's worth $50 today, but about 5 years ago, you probably could have doubled the amount that I even got. There's rising transportation costs and supply chain issues and global events that have all contributed to these skyrocketing prices. And as a Zoomer, I'm like, what's going on? I was just born, and then I was a kid, and then just immediately came into chaos. So, but you know what? It's not all doom and gloom. Many Canadians are finding creative and good ways to cope, joining community gardens and meal prepping, or shopping at local farmers markets for fresher and sometimes cheaper options. Honestly, it never used to be that you could go to the farmers market and it would be cheaper, but now that is the case because mainstream grocery stores are so greedy and won't let us just survive. That's fun. The good news is, with careful planning, even $50 can go a long way for you. It's all about being smart, resourceful, and mindful of how we shop, whether that is because we want to or because we have to. I do it because of a mix of both. I am considered low income, but also I want to increase my income, so I'm trying to shop smarter in order to save money for that. But let's face it, making every dollar count has definitely become a skill to master, whether that's in terms of food, whether that is in terms of fashion, whatever you're buying, you always want to get in on a good deal. And I hope that these tips were helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any tips for grocery shopping, budget shopping, anything to help others, anything to help us group together, because that's how we're the strongest, right? If you like this video, give it a like, and comment below some of your budget tips that you have. I would also love to read some of those too. Subscribe if you like me, if you like my face. Hello, I am the one girlie, and see you in the next one. Bye.